This story could potentially use some trigger warnings for toxic relationships, baby trapping. It's intense. So if you feel you can't handle conversations that kind of head down a slippery slope in regards to those two things, please skip ahead. Well, this one is coming from r/AITAH. It is titled, "Am I the asshole for kicking my fiance out after joking he got me pregnant on purpose?"
Okay.
I, 23 female, made a post a couple of days ago on here talking about a joke my fiance made at Thanksgiving, which concerned me. The post got taken down, locked. This is a repost/update. I, 23 female, have been with my fiance, 26 male, for 3 years. We met while I was on holiday, and a few weeks after, he followed me on Instagram, and the rest is history. We got engaged last year, and a month later, I found out I was pregnant. We have a beautiful 6-month-old. We hosted Thanksgiving this year, and my fiance was drinking quite heavily, and after dinner, me and my mom were talking about the wedding, which my parents are paying for. I overheard my fiance tell my brother, who was just as drunk as him, that, quote, he needed to tie me down and get me pregnant before I realized what a dickhead he was. They laughed it off, but it rubbed me the wrong way because our baby wasn't planned. I wasn't ready for a child, and we were using condoms. But after a few instances where the condom broke, I decided it would be safer if I got on birth control. The first month on birth control, I got pregnant. We were told that could happen, and he said he would pull out to be safe, but I still got pregnant. I was scared as fuck, but I personally didn't want to get an abortion. I 100% believe in the right to get an abortion. I just didn't want one. And so I decided to keep the baby. I work for my dad's company, and my fiance works at a country club. Money wasn't necessarily why I didn't want a baby. I just wanted to do more before I started a family. I spoke to my fiance about what he said, and at first, he said he didn't remember saying it, which was believable because of how drunk he was. But then he said it was just a joke, and it was meant as a compliment because I'm so amazing. So I said, okay, good, because we're getting a prenup. I was just joking, but I also wanted to see how he reacted. And he was pissed. He said, why the fuck would he sign a prenup when we have a baby together, a house together, and that he would not sign one? How we wouldn't need one because we were never separating, and that me mentioning a prenup is insulting and emasculating. I never felt threatened or anything like that, but he did make me uncomfortable, and he woke our baby up. So I told him to leave, which he did. The day after I kicked him out, he sent me a long, apologetic message about how it was out of character of him to get loud, which it was. He's never acted like that before. And I replied saying, I appreciate the apology, but I still just need a day or two to think everything through. The next day, he sent me a bouquet to the apartment. Sunday, he sent me a booking confirmation of a massage he booked for me at the club and offered to come over and watch our son and cook dinner. Tonight, he sent me a message saying that I'm being an asshole and that I'm taking a meaningless joke to heart and that he's wasting money he could be saving for the wedding on the hotel. But now things that went over my head before, I'm starting to think are sus. But breaking up my family over this doesn't seem right. Am I overthinking this? / am I being an asshole?